Right, folks. Hello. This is a short teaser. Call it a game explosion. It's not an unboxing. It's post-unboxing. I'm showing you the next game on the list for playing on the table. It will be Iron Curtain by MMP. Quite an interesting game, I think. I was actually looking at Air and Armor that just came out and got really interested in the Cold War stuff, since presumably Lock and Load is coming out with their World at War 85, which is stuck on a ghost ship sailing from China someplace. But I like this one because you can have scenarios all the way from, I don't know if you can see that, from 45, 62, 75, 83, and 89. All played on the same map, all representing basically a 1 month campaign. There's some pre-maneuvering that determines when the war starts, so each scenario itself is also highly replayable. I've already clipped the counters. These are counters clipped for the 1945 scenario. And then there's a whole set of counters I have yet to clip for different other scenarios. They're all here. There's 2 rule books. This is the Standard Series by MMP. Used to be the Gamers, but I guess it is still the Gamers. Standard Series. I like the Standard Series much better than the Operational Series. I've never been a big fan of pushing around supply markers all over the place, even though I'm sure it's probably more realistic. It just bored the hell out of me. But the Standard Series was always more right into the action. The thing is, that's interesting, is they have this huge, rather thick book for Iron Curtain. I assume a lot of it is scenario setups. I'm not sure. Haven't gone through all of this yet. Yeah, it looks like a lot of, there we go, historical notes. So we get finally to page 14. So there's not actually as many rules as it looks like. What is interesting is that there are 2 different CRTs, one for the 1945 combat, which they say is more of the usual one, and then they've gone to a different one. Looks like a more bloody one in some ways. I'm not quite sure, but a different loss/retreat combo deal that comes out differently. So that looks interesting. So I'm pretty pleased about this. There was somebody who did a synopsis between this game, Iron Curtain, another one called NATO, which also looks good. Somebody said NATO's a little bit better than this. I think they said because this one seems a bit random and the victory conditions are somewhat random, but obviously if you're going to limit the war to a month, it represents other interventions beyond this. But there are the possibility of tactical nuclear strikes, apparently. A little bit nasty, and I guess this means radioactive. I'm radioactive. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not going to quit my day job. Right, okay. So, looking forward to getting to the table. Just a quick intro to throw up here for the weekend. And there you have it. So, as you can see, ASL has been shunted to the side. These are my poorly organized playing counters for ASL. I really moved them around. I cannot make up my mind on how to handle these indicator counters for ASL. So anyway, ASL, Chapter H rulebook, advanced sequence of play, and then these are all the new scenarios from the Rangoon, Road to Rangoon. So I've got that going on as well. Haven't really, I'm going to be playing some of these soon. So ASL is certainly back on the table. Never really goes away. Roads to Rangoon, 3 double-sized maps. Looks very nice. Another nice package from MMP. Well done, boys. Okay, that's it. There we go. One last panoramic view of all of this stuff right here. Since I'm doing this I'll open up the magic case. You'll see in here tons of ASL storage here. And these are all the ASL rule books and scenario packs and everything else. Painstakingly organized. Then, up here we have some other games that are important to keep around. More of the miniatures type games that I've got. Then, we can open up this. You can see I've got the anniversary edition of Axis and Allies there. Then here's Axis and Allies, Europe and Pacific, which fits on one map. Axis Empires, which does not fit on, one map, one table. A big table. This will not fit on a big table. All of these boxes contain CCN Napoleonics units. There's also some Wizard Kings in here, and there's also some victory blocks in here. So I've used these to organize the blocks. They look quite nice, don't they? Sitting there. That's funny, bragging about your storage system. Let's see. Then some games down here. These are other games that I have kept around as interesting. Space Empires, because the new pack is coming out soon. These trays are being used for Axis and Allies. Those are 10-sided dice. I might be getting the battle dice for Axis and Allies. They're really nice. They're based upon what you roll rather than dice rolls, so it's easy to see exactly how many hits you get. However, to get them shipped, even from England, it's £13 for shipping. So it's bloody £50. It's like $60 for some dice. It's a lot of money, man, for some dice. So anyway, you can see my collection of Fallen Eagles. These are excellent Napoleonic games from Hexasem. Supreme Commander I could not get myself to get rid of, even though finally Axis Empires came from Decision Games. So Space Empires I mentioned. Those replicators there. Hearts and Minds Vietnam I think is a fun game. I just haven't had a chance to play it with somebody else. Then we have down here War and Peace, Age of Napoleon. These are Napoleonics. Then we have this massive, ridiculous box for World in Flames, Classic Edition. This was bought in protest. I told the powers that be over at Axis Empires that they better get on the stick, or I'm going to start playing World in Flames. Now, I never did, but I do have the game. I also have the amazing Vassal module for this. It's a program, actually, from... It's more of a program. It's not really a Vassal module. It's more of a program that plays the game World in Flames on the computer. So, have that to dig into, but I got other priorities. Storming the Gap has been on the shelves ever since the rules were poorly executed in 2019. They're supposed to be coming out with, I think it's called Fury in the West. I forget. Anyway, they have another module coming out which has all the updated rules, and Lock and Load has been horribly behind schedule on that. Then on the final shelf, there's Attack. I don't know if you can see that easily. The Attack game, and then all of the CCN/Ancients boxes that I've got. So that's the collection of games. As you can see, ASL dominates one whole panel worth of stuff practically. All right, so that's the guided tour of the game room here. There you go, guys. See ya.